Okay, everything seems to be working now. I did try earlier, but TikTok was having hiccups, so hopefully TikTok works. Mind you, better the hiccups before the meditation rather than during the meditation like we did last week. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Rachel. Lovely to see everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Bruno. Lovely to see all of you here. Hello, Rachel. Layla. Hello, Annie, baby. Just letting everybody pop on. Hello, Danielle. Oh, thank you for the roses. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Hots. Hello, GT. Hello, hello, hello. Lots of people jumping on. How is everybody? Hey, we've got a lot of people jumping on. Hello, Welsh Button. Hello, Debbie. Okay, so we got lots of people coming on. Hopefully TikTok stays on because it had a little hissy fit earlier on. Hello, everyone. I'm just waiting to see if Pixie's coming on because I know that Pixie would like to join the... oh, there she is. Hello, Pixie. Lovely. We have lots of people coming in this evening. Sunday evenings with myself is always about guided meditations. Yep, that's absolutely okay because I'm just going to go into the introduction. So it's all about guided meditations. Last week we did a chakra healing meditation, and after the meditation we had a kind of short discussion about how everybody found the meditation and whether they liked it. And of course the meditation was then shared to my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel so that if anyone missed it or they couldn't stay for the whole meditation, they could always go to my YouTube channel and do the meditation anytime that they wanted to do that. Blue Sue, yes, I do readings. My next reading live will be tomorrow evening, but I also have a readings list, free readings list on my profile. Anyone can ask to be put on the reading list. There is a bit of a waiting list, but what happens with my reading list is if you just comment card please, I reply, let you know that you're on my readings list, and every day on my profile I will go through the list and do little mini readings for everyone on that list, and I tag your name in your reading, and that's absolutely free. Failing that, every second evening on here I do free readings for 7 people. I usually just do a card of the day and then do random reading for 7 people. In between my reading nights I do topic nights. So tonight is guided meditation. I do private readings. The private readings are usually done on Facebook Messenger because it's a lot easier platform for people to do face-to-face or phone messenger readings. but those ones are not free. So I hope that that helps everyone. Hello there, Kenny. So tonight's topic is meditation. We'll all be doing a meditation for anyone that stays live. During the meditation, because I'll be guiding the meditation, I'm not ignoring comments. It's just that I can't read comments and guide everybody into a meditation at the same time. However, once the meditation is completed, then everybody can feel free to discuss the meditation or ask questions about the meditation, etc., etc. The meditation that we did last Sunday was a chakra healing meditation, and lots of people benefited from that, and they said they felt so much better within themselves. Those people that couldn't sleep found that they slept better. Those that were in pain said that the pain was dramatically reduced or in some cases gone. It's just goes to show that meditation can be beneficial, but you need to know the techniques on how to meditate as well. Just closing your eyes and just hoping for the best does not work as far as meditation goes. And I teach a method where we actually close down the brain so that the brain isn't thinking about all everyday things. A lot of people will often say to me, I can't meditate. I've tried to meditate, and the minute that I try to meditate, I think about what I need to do tomorrow, what the dog's doing, what the cat's doing, what I have, what I'm worried about, and I just can't switch off. And it's because we are not teaching the brain to switch off. And the easiest way to teach the brain to switch off is basically by concentrating on one thing and one thing only, and that is our breath. That's it. Hello, I am doing fine. Thank you, Yasmin. Hello, Healing Connex. Debbie, thank you for sharing the live. Hello, Yasmin. Hello, Joanne. So, before every guided meditation, what I tend to do is I teach you that technique. And the technique is simple. At the beginning of every meditation, I get everyone to either lie in a comfortable position or sit on a chair with both feet on the ground and in a relaxed position where you know you're going to be comfortable for the entire meditation. You don't want to be uncomfortable and then halfway through the meditation you're kind of squiggling and squirming around. So whether you're sitting or whether you choose to lie down during a meditation, always ensure that you are comfortable and that you can stay in that position for a prolonged length of time. If you're uncomfortable, then it's going to disturb your meditation. What we do at the first hurdle is we teach the body the difference between relaxed state and non-relaxed state. And we do that by tightening every single muscle in the body and then slowly releasing the muscle. When you slow release after tightening every muscle, you feel a deep sense of relaxation throughout the body. This is going to help you massively in any meditation. Yep, I did. Well, they weren't technically my issues. I sorted out TikTok's issues. I basically closed the app and started again because TikTok was just having a fit to itself. It wasn't logging into the live properly, etc., etc. Then it came up with a message saying TikTok isn't responding, so yeah, it's just been... But it's working now. I'm good. So, we tighten every muscle. Once we've relaxed the whole body and mind, then the second thing that we have to think about, and the only thing that we have to think about, is our breath. I guide you into a slow breathing routine, i.e. to take 5 breaths in through the nose and 5 breaths out through the mouth. As you breathe in, you need to make sure that you are filling your diaphragm and your tummy full of air. Best way to do that is hold your hands like this on your tummy or your diaphragm or your rib cage. When you take a deep breath in through the nose, your tummy should expand out like a balloon. If it's pulling in, you're breathing incorrectly. When we breathe in through the nose, we need to get as much oxygen flowing through our bodies and into our bloodstream as we can. So we need to make sure that that air that we're breathing in is filling in the diaphragm, and also it's blowing everything out like a balloon. Right? So it's expanding. Think of blowing up a balloon. Right? The balloon expands. Then when we're taking 5 breaths out through the mouth, you're pulling the stomach in. What that does is it takes all of that carbon monoxide that's in our system, all the toxins, and it pushes them out. Our next breath in, we're then bringing in more oxygen and filling our lungs with oxygen. Next breath out, we're pulling in the stomach and we're breathing out through the mouth. And we continue to do that throughout the whole meditation. Now, when you're sitting mentally counting 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out, your brain cannot multitask. It can't be thinking about counting and what you've been doing during the day, or what you need to do tonight, or what you need to do tomorrow. Because the brain is focusing on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breaths in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breaths out. You don't have to listen, and it's recommended not to listen to my guided meditation. The words that I use to guide you through the meditation doesn't matter. The meditation will take you to where you need to be. So I could be talking about Disneyland or whatever else. You would still be doing the past life meditation, because you'll be telling yourself, I'm ready to do my past life meditation, and I accept all the images that I'm going to see from Spirit. The past life meditation is going to take you through 3 doors. Behind each door is a different past life. Now, if you get to the door in your meditation and you cannot open that door, whether it's door 1, 2, or 3, you stay in, say like you went through the first door and it takes you maybe into, say, like the 1800s. And it shows you what your past life was like. It might show you people that were in your past life. You might have people from your past life welcoming you back. And then you go to the second door and you find that that second door is locked. That's fine. Stay in the past life that you're already in and explore it some more. But if the second door does open, go into the second door, because that's taking you into our second past life. Not everybody has more than one past life. Some have one past life. If none of the doors open, then you know you haven't had a past life. And that's absolutely okay. You might see images of what's happening in this life. So if the door opens, you know that you're going into the first past life, then the second, then the third. If you only get past the first door, you've only got one life. You've only had one past life. If you get past the second and the third, you've had 2 and 3, if that makes sense. Hello, the Midnight Medium. If you can't see anything, it doesn't matter, right? The first time, sometimes we don't see anything in meditation, and that doesn't mean say that you've done the meditation wrong. It just means the body is not ready for that meditation. Maybe Spirit don't want you to go into that past life just now, and it may just focus on relaxing you, and that's absolutely okay. But with any type of meditation, practice, 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 and consistency pays off in the end. When I was younger and I started meditation, I didn't see very much. I sometimes saw colours, and that was okay. Colours were okay because colours were telling me what chakras were out of line, and that was more important than the meditation that I was actually doing. But the more that you meditate, the better that you get. The better that the mind says, oh right, Pixie's starting to meditate. I've been here before. I know exactly what I'm doing. And then the body starts to relax more, and you then start to see more. It's a bit like when you learn to scry. You won't always see something the first time you scry through a crystal ball or through a glass of water or whatever. But keeping up and practicing and practicing and practicing is going to get you results. It's like learning to ride a bike. You're going to fall off a few times before you actually get it. But if you fall off for the first time on a bike and you just don't go back on the bike, you'll never get it. You'll never learn to ride a bike. It's the same with meditation. Don't worry and don't think that you've done the meditation wrong if you don't see or sense anything in that meditation other than relaxation. If all you experience is a deep sense of relaxation or even just floating, just like, as if, because sometimes all you feel is if you're just floating, chilled out and just floating, and that's absolutely okay as well. So the whole point of meditation is the meditation will give you what you need. If the meditation does not think that you're ready to go into past life and to see who and what you were in past life, it's not going to take you there. But it will give you what you need. Could give you relaxation. It could give you chakra healing. It could just be that it gives you a good night's sleep. Whatever the case, trust in the meditation. The meditation will take you where you want to go. Doesn't matter what my words are. If you're going to concentrate on my words, chances are you're not going to go into a meditative state, because when you try and listen to what I'm saying, then the brain can go off on a wander somewhere else. But if you're just concentrating on 5 breaths in, 5 breaths out, the meditation will take you wherever you need to go. I hope that makes sense. Yep, you time. Thank you. I hadn't done my nails for such a long time, and I decided, I had a dream, kept dreaming about moons and stars, etc. And I was annoyed because my nails kept on breaking because I'm always doing things. I'm always doing spell work, or I'm planting herbs in the garden, or I'm doing something, and my nails are always breaking, and it's so annoying when you're trying to grow your own nails. So I decided I was going to get my nails done, and I got some moons and stars, which is just so me. Thank you. Okay, so are we all ready to begin the meditation? If everyone's ready to begin the meditation, let's just, everyone that's ready to start, show me some heart emojis so that I know that we're all ready. We're all sitting or lying in a relaxed position and we're ready to go. I do have some forest sounds playing in the background. That's just to help you through the meditation. Yay, everybody is ready for the meditation. Once the meditation is finished, I will slowly ease you out of meditation. If you do fall asleep, don't worry about it. You can always revisit this meditation on my YouTube channel. Once meditation's finished, I will start talking to see if anyone is still awake and still in the chat. But don't worry if you've fallen asleep. Many people do. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do before we start concentrating on our breathing, I always do it barefoot, but you can do it with slippers, socks, whatever you want to do, but I always do it barefoot. So we're going to put our, if you're sitting, you need to sit with a straight back in a nice comfortable position with both feet on the ground. It's so important you put both feet on the ground so that you are grounded. If you're lying down, just lie in a comfortable position where you know you're going to be comfortable for the remainder of the meditation. It's just so that you don't get uncomfortable during the meditation, and also if you do fall asleep, at least you're falling asleep in a comfortable position and you're not going to fall off the chair anytime soon. So, now that we're all ready, let's start tightening everything up. Get that body tense, and then we're going to release that tension. So we're going to start with the eyes. I want you to slowly close your eyes. Then we're going to squeeze your eyelids down tight. Really push them down tight. You'll feel the tension on your forehead and your nose. Next, you're going to open your mouth and stick your tongue, the roof of your mouth. Tighten that jaw. You can clench your teeth if you like. If it feels uncomfortable putting the tongue to the roof of the mouth, simply clench your teeth. And then we're going to pull the shoulders up to our ears and pull your arms into the side to tighten the upper arm, the elbows, the lower arm, the hands. Clench your fists. Really squeeze those fists as if you're going to knock somebody's lights out. Feel the tension in the arm, shoulders, neck. Pull the tummy in as tight as you can. All the rib cage and the tummy all tight. Squeeze your buttocks together and your hips and your thighs, your knees and your calves. Feel the tension in the whole body. Now push your feet into the ground, or if you're lying on the bed, simply just curl your toes. If you're sitting, curl your toes whilst pushing your feet into the ground. Now we're going to hold for 5 and feel that tension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to slowly uncurl the toes. Release the feet. Just let them relax. Release the calves, the knees, the thighs. Just let the legs relax. The buttocks. Breathe naturally, releasing the tummy. We're going to unclench the fists and fingers. Wiggle those fingers a little bit. Start to feel your body relaxing. Shake the arms, releasing the arms and the elbows. We're going to take our shoulders up, back, down, and forward. Feel that release. Up, back, down, and forward. Up, back, down, and forward. You may get tingles, and that's it, normal. So we're going to go up, back, down, and forward. Again, shaking the arms a little bit and the fingers. We're going to unclench the jaw and unclench the eyes. The whole body should now feel relaxed, almost floaty-like, no tension. All tension should all be released. And you should just feel a sense of peace. Now we're going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our whole body should now feel really, really calm and relaxed. We're now going to go into meditation. I'm going to start you off with the counting for 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out. And then I'll stop counting and you take over. You can count out loud if you like, or just in your head. It doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong way. The important thing is just counting the breaths. In for 5 through the nose. Remember to fill that rib cage. And out slowly through the mouth, pulling the tummy in. And that's all you need to focus on throughout the whole meditation. The meditation will give you and take you to where you need to go. So, let's begin. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in and continue the counting. In for 5 and out for 5. Counting each breath in and each breath out. Feeling the mind and the body relaxed, going deeper into meditation, beginning your journey into past life. You see yourself going to your room door. You open that door. And you see a long, dimly candlelit corridor. The candles flicker, giving a warm glow to the wooden walls and floor. You walk down that candlelit corridor. There is nothing to fear. You are safe as you walk among the candles, feeling at peace. At the end of the hall or corridor, there are marble stone stairs spiraling downwards. 10 stairs and a wooden railing. We take hold of the wooden railing and we're going to step down each step. So with your first breath in, take a step down. 10. And the next step. 9. Going deeper into meditation. 8. 7. And 6. We're almost halfway down those staircase. 5. Halfway there. 4. And 3. And 2. And as we reach the bottom, 1. And look back up the stairwell. You no longer see the corridor at the top. Now, big face forward, and it's a shorter corridor. There's a big oval wooden door which has a golden knob. Walk towards that door, and as you do so, you see a light shining underneath the door, welcoming you in. And as you enter the door, the light is blinding, but only for a moment. Step through the door and look around you. What do you see? Maybe you see a village or a town. Maybe you're in the country, on farmland. Take a second or two just to look around. Now look at your feet. What shoes are you wearing? What clothes are you wearing? What colour is your hair? Are you male or are you female? There's a long path and road ahead of you. It's time to explore this past life. Are there any people around? What are they wearing? What buildings are there? Focus on the things that you see around you, the smells. Maybe you hear people's conversations as you're walking. Someone approaches you. You recognize them. And they call you by name. What is your name? What do they call you? Ask this person for the time of day and the year. You might want to spend a little time talking to this person to find out who you were and where you are. That's okay. Spend that little time to do just that. The person you greet now walks away, bidding you farewell. And you carry on walking along the winding road and path. Pay attention to what you see and hear and touch and smell. See how familiar these things are to you. Again, you may pass people talking. You may see cars or horses passing by, steam trains even. Gather as much information as you can while you're here, so that you can visit here anytime. You might hear bird sound, babbling brook, the hoot of an owl, a robin. Or if you're in the country, you might hear cows, sheep. Time is ticking away, and so it's time to leave this part of your past life. Carry on walking forward. The path leads you to yet another oak door. Again, under the door you can see a bright light, welcoming you forward, tempting you to walk. Take a hold of the door handle. And as you do so, open the door by pulling it towards you. Does the door open, or does it seem to be locked? If the door is locked, then stay where you are and explore where you are. Maybe meet more people there. If the door opens, open the door and walk through. The light is blinding once more. But as we step through the door, that light fades. And as it does so, it reveals another place, another time. What is this place? Maybe a town, village, city, the farmland, maybe by the sea, or a cabin in the woods. Pay attention to the scenery around you so that you can remember it when you return. Pay attention to your shoes, the clothes you're wearing. They may be old-fashioned clothes, which gives you a clue to the year and the century that you're in. Now we walk along the road ahead of you. As you do so, what do you see? Are there shops, people, horses, cars, trees? What do you hear? City sounds, village sounds, or country sounds? Again, a person approaches and welcomes you and calls you by name. What is your name? What is their name? Again, ask them for the time and the date and the year. Spend some time chatting to this person. And feel free to ask any questions that you want to find out from this past life. They may answer, they may not, and that's okay. This person now bids you farewell. And you walk forward once more along the road or path ahead of you. What type of road is it? Cobblestones maybe. Maybe just a mud trail or sand. Maybe it's rocky and stony. Pay attention to the things around you as you walk along the path. These details will help you understand and remember the life you once had here. Don't rush this process. Take a little time. What do you see as you're walking along this path? Maybe you hear once more people talking. Sound of horses maybe. Sound of nature. Maybe the ocean. Or the rustle of leaves on the trees in a large forest. Wherever you find yourself, know you are safe. Now let's walk on to our third and final door. Following the path until you see that old familiar oak door with a brass handle. As you walk up to the door, again a bright light shines underneath it. You walk towards that door, taking a hold of the brass handle. Does the door open freely, or is it locked? If it's locked, stay in the place where you are, in the time where you are. But if it opens, walk forward through the door. And once again that blinding light shines in your eyes until you've stepped over the door. Wait. The light slowly disappears, and yet another scene appears before you with another road or path. Where are you now? Town? Village? City? Pay attention to what's at the side of you, in front of you. and even behind you as you're walking. Look down at your feet once more. What clothes are you wearing? What shoes are you wearing? Are you male or female? What colour is your hair? Or your eyes? As you walk forward, yet again, someone approaches. Are they male or female? They smile because they recognize you. And as they walk towards you, they greet you with your name. What is your name here? Once again, ask the person what the day, and the year, and the time. Spend a little time asking questions about this lifetime you once had. This is your time to explore, to find answers, to revisit your higher self in a past life long ago. Whether you're in the first past life, the second, or the third. Explore that past life around you, the people, the sounds, the sights, the smells, those all too familiar sights. Everything looks different from the modern world you live in. People may be different. There may be no modern machinery. In fact, maybe everything is basic. Maybe people are washing clothes on an old-fashioned scrubbing board, or in a stream, or in a brook. The clothes will be well different, and the people will be well different. Maybe their languages is different. The country is different. Whatever the case, take in as much detail of this place as you can possibly take in, so that you may remember it when you return to your present time. Daylight now starts to fade, heading into evening. It's time to leave this past life or these past lives behind. So, whichever past life you are in, walk towards the next door, because the next door will take you back into that candlelit hallway at the bottom of the stairs. As you reach the oval door that will take you back to your time, take a second to look back. Look back at the life you're leaving behind. This is your past life or your past lives. Be thankful for the information you have been given from those from the past. Now turning back towards the oval door. Grasp the golden handle and pull the door open. The door opens easily for you. It is not locked. This door takes you back into that candlelit corridor. Step into that corridor and close the oak door behind you, sealing the gateway to the past. Walk forward through that short candlelit corridor until you reach that beautiful marble stairway. Take a hold of the wooden railing, and we're going to count each step together as we go up that spiral staircase, which will take us to the corridor which leads you back to your room, to your time. This time we're going to count again from 10 to 1. So as we put our foot on the first step, 10, 'and the next step, 9, leaving the past behind, and the next step, 8, and the next step, 7, going further up the stairway, 6, almost halfway there, 5, 4, past is well behind us, 3, almost at the top, 2, and the final step, 1. Before you is that long corridor with the flickering candles and the wooden walls and floor. At the other end of that corridor you see the door that will take you back into your room. Slowly walk along the corridor, ever closer to your door. You recognize the hall or the landing outside your door. You open the door and you find yourself back, safe in your time, and back in your home, and back in your room where your journey began. When you're ready, open eyes, bringing yourself back to this time and to the room. And for those that haven't fallen asleep and have gone through the whole meditation, if you're still with us, say hi or throw an emoji, heart. And remember, you can revisit this past life anytime you wish. Hello, Debbie. I couldn't answer your question earlier because I didn't want to disturb the meditation, but there is a there wasn't music on this meditation. It was forest and birds, so it's a very faint forest and bird sound. You're welcome, Carrie. Okay, so what did everybody experience? Did anyone see anything? Feel anything? Or did you see colors, places? Yep, sometimes if we're too tense, we can't hear anything, and that's where the breathing comes into it, that slow, intentional breathing. So what was everyone's experience with the meditation? Awesome, Deborah. You were in the 1800s. So could you see what you were wearing? Oh, wow. How awesome is that, Carrie? And that's okay, Pixie. To be stuck in 1915 is fine. It just means that maybe that was the only past life that you had was the 1915. If the other doors didn't open, then it's letting you know that that was your past life. And the next time you do the meditation, you know that you'll be returning back to 1915. Oh, Debbie, handmade shoes. What? That is awesome. See, that is great, Pixie, that you managed to get a name from somebody in that past life. They were able to tell you what your name was and even what the year was. And that's what this meditation does. It takes you back in time. And it basically, you're basically meeting your higher self. for each past life that we live, that's still a part of us now, right? When we live our very first past life, our very first life on earth, and then we go into spirit, our whole entire soul goes into spirit, and a fragment of that soul, that energy ball that is our soul, returns back to earth, leaving the main part in spirit. The main part being our higher self or our past life. And then we live another lifetime. And then we pass over into spirit. And again, a fragment breaks off and we're reborn again, leaving 2 past lives in spirit, leaving our complete soul in spirit. And that's why we sometimes get deja vu, because we may return in this time to a town or a place or meet somebody that we once knew in past life, even though we don't recognize them in this life. Wow. Carrie, that is awesome. To a certain degree, I'm just going back to sweet crumble pie. I've been told that my karma and bad luck in this life is because of something that happened in my past life. Not necessarily, right? That's just kind of like an old wife's story. Yes, each lifetime that we go through, we have to learn lessons in that lifetime. And then when we're reborn, the deja vu moments are our memories. And it's the deja vu moments that we went wrong in our past life. And when we get deja vu, it's our chance to actually learn that lesson. We didn't learn that lesson in the first lifetime. So deja vu is bringing you back and saying to you, this is where you went wrong the last time. Be careful of what you say or how you do things or what you do at this point of deja vu. Because if you've had that deja vu, the deja vu is kind of like, oop, right, this is where you went wrong. Now replay it. It's like replaying, going back in time and changing something. And you can only hope that you've changed it right and learned from that lesson. And if you haven't, it doesn't matter, because the next lifetime it'll bring you back to that point until we've passed all of the lessons that different lifetimes and different places have taught us. Yeah. Pixie, you're more than welcome. Hi, Kelly. Thank you, Mystic Dragon. Okay. If somebody is telling you that you have maybe been made a deal, or you've had a curse, a lifetime curse in a past life, right? That curse can be undone by you at any time, right? All you have to do is you need to communicate with the universe. You need to put down on paper, if you know the year that that deal was made, or the lifetime that that deal was made, i.e. the date, etc., write that date down on a piece of paper. If you don't know when that deal was made in a past life, it doesn't matter. Just put on the paper, clear, cancel, clear, delete all past life agreements, curses, and hexes that no longer serve me in this lifetime. And then what you're going to do, you're going to fold that paper once and then fold it again so that it's in quarters. You're then going to light it and burn it. And once it's burned, you can either bury the ashes in the garden or in soil, or you can cast it to the four winds, starting from east, south, west, and north. And as you cast it to the winds, say to the universe, I cancel, clear, delete all past life agreements made with negative or dark force people, and I ask you to take it away so that I can walk this lifetime and not carry that into the next lifetime with me or into my future here. And the universe will take away any agreement with that person. If somebody offers you money to go further or to take away past curses, it's probably somebody that dabbles in black magic or voodoo. Don't pay into that. Simply just write everything from the past. You can also write the person that is asking you for money to close the deal or to go further. Put their name down on the paper, because what will then happen is that the karma for that person cursing or hexing you, which is exactly what they're doing. If they've made a deal, it's not a deal, it's most likely a curse or a hex. And it's a curse or a hex to control. You want to release that. So whatever the person's name is, write it down on the paper before you burn it and ask the universe to release them from your life. From that point on, you owe them nothing. You don't owe them money, you don't owe them any explanation, and you simply block them from your life. Block them from your social media, block them from your phone, so that they have no connection with you from that point in. Of course you can. You may have seen your Gran, and Ollie and Dave, because they were probably back in that time. Remember, they might have had a past life as well. And you might have been in their past life, even though they may seem like they were in this life. They may be telling you that this was their past life and that you probably met them in that past life as well as in this time. Yeah, in a different year. You're more than welcome. Sweet Crumb, well, thank you for the roses. Ouija boards. A Ouija board, spirit board, call them what you may. They are as safe or as dangerous as the user. A Ouija board, just like a mirror, just like a black mirror, is a portal from this world into spirit realms. Spirit have many realms, a bit like many countries or many rooms. Some realms are filled with light workers, people that have done good in their life. Other realms are people that have done really, really bad things in life. Whether it's murder, whether it's taking somebody's life, whether it's being narcissistic, whatever the case may be. We call them dark souls. We have light souls and we have dark souls in spirit realms. I've walked through light realms and dark realms. The dark realms I definitely wouldn't recommend. But portals are basically doorways or windows from this world into spirit realms. And like any door with a lock, if you don't open it correctly and make sure you close it correctly, i.e. if you open that doorway and you don't close it, you're basically leaving a door wide open for both light forces and dark forces to come and enter your home, or worse, yourself. So before anyone dabbles in spirit boards or Ouija boards, make sure that you have connected with somebody who knows and can teach you how to open the portal and close it. And not just open it and close it, how to protect you once that door is open and you are using the spirit board and you are connecting with spirit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, give me a second. See if I can get one of my spirit boards. Okay, I've got many spirit boards that I use, but this is one of my main spirit boards, which is a wolf board, and it has the letters and the numbers. Now, when you are getting a spirit board of any kind, be sure that the spirit board has a hello, a yes, a no, and more importantly, a goodbye. You need to make sure that your spirit board has both a hello and a goodbye. Your hello is opening the door. Your goodbye is closing that door. There are spirit boards that don't have one or the other. They might have a hello, but they don't have a goodbye. Please do not buy a board that does not have a goodbye. It's so important to have a board that has goodbye on it. I like the ones that have goodbye, hello, yes, and a no. And I also like to have ones that have numbers and letters. And always choose a board that you are drawn to. Yep. Yep, you can make your own as well. And even if you're making your own, make sure that your letters and numbers go in a clockwise direction, not anti-clockwise. Anything going anti-clockwise, you are bringing in dark energy. Clockwise, you're bringing in light energy. So the first thing before you even consult your board or even open your board is to take some Californian white sage. It's the best cleansing incense that you can get. And you need to light the sage either in an abalone shell or in a censer like this. I put my Californian sage in the censer, light it, and put the lid on it. Use the smoke to waft around your room and waft under your board and on top of your board. You need to cleanse any energy from that board. You can also cleanse yourself with the smoke. White sage keeps away negative spirits, and it also protects your board. From that point on, you are ready to use your board. But before you use your board, you need to imagine that you're in a bowl, a glass bowl filled with light. That glass bowl filled with light is your protection when you make connection with spirit. And you remain in that glass bowl of light until you've closed the board. That is so important. I also make sure that I'm wearing a protective crystal, such as black tourmaline, black obsidian, or even selenite, because that is very protective as well, if that makes sense. Green sage can be used for making medicines or for making tea, green sage tea sort of thing. White sage you can make tea with as well. I prefer white sage for making teas and for cleansing, because I just find white sage is more of a sacred herb, and it's more of a cleansing one. And also dark souls don't like white sage. They can't stand being around white sage, which is why Californian white sage is ideal for cleansing your board. Also, if you feel that you've got a negative spirit attached to you, light white sage in an abalone shell or a censer and just waft that white sage around you. Wear black tourmaline or black obsidian. Black force don't like black obsidian or black tourmaline, nor do they like Californian white sage. And if you've got anything attached to you that is negative already, it's the quickest and easiest way to get rid of it. Also cleanse your home as well, to make sure that, waft the smoke into every room of your home, starting at your front door and working around your home in a clockwise direction. Remember, clockwise is positive energy, anti-clockwise is negative. Make sure you cover your doorways, your windows, and your corners with the smoke until you get back to your front door. Then open the front door and anything negative will rush out that front door because they can't stand the sage. Then close the door. If you feel that you've got a portal within the house, i.e. maybe the house is built on an old burial site and you've maybe got a doorway, that's a whole different ball game and a whole different live. And I can go into details with that on another topic. But just now we'll talk about the spirit board, how to close and open the spirit board safely. So you've cleansed your spirit board. You're now in your lighted bubble. The spirit boards come with a panchet. You always start with a panchet in the center of your board. Always start with it. I use 2 fingers or one thing or your middle finger on both hands. And it's just a feather light touch. And what you're going to do, I'm just going to do it with one hand to show you, but I would normally do it with 2. From the center, you're going to go around in a clockwise direction 3 times, saying, I open this board in love and light. No evil may enter and must take flight. Then you stop it in the center. You then ask that only good spirit may enter your board, and you reject any dark spirit or any dark souls. And then you sit patiently and you ask, is anyone with me that has a message? Now, be patient. It may take a while for spirit to move the panchet. But once it starts moving, don't put pressure on the panchet. If you force the panchet down, spirit can't move it. It has to be as light a touch as possible. And just allow the panchet to go wherever it wants. What your panchet should do is go straight to hello and start with the H and slide along to the O. Okay? If it doesn't have a low, it might just have a yes and no. So if you're asking, is anyone there? It might go to the yes. And the yes will be in the center of the hole. Thank it. And then go back to the beginning. Back to the center. Then you can ask what its name is or who it is that's with you. They should spell out their name in a clockwise direction all the time. If you find that the panchet goes from Z, Y, X, and it goes backwards, you must then take your panchet straight down to the goodbye and say, goodbye, I end this board. Always cross from the G to the E. Goodbye. Because if it goes in a reverse direction, despite you asking not to have any negative spirits coming in, they've obviously entered your board and you need to close that board immediately, so you take it straight to goodbye. You don't ask them to take it to goodbye. You take it to goodbye and you take the panchet off your board, completely off the board. That closes the board and closes the door and they can't get through. But if it's going in a clockwise and you feel that it's good and the energy is good, continue asking your different questions and it will give you the answer. When the panchet stops answering, say to the board, do you wish to end this session? And if it says no. Ask it if it needs to say anything else. Again, if it says no, then say, thank you for the information you've gave me tonight. I'm tired and I'm going to close the board. Always thank Spirit for whatever message they've gave you. Then what you're going to do is you're going to say, thank you for all the information you gave me tonight. And then I wish you a good day or a good night. Take your panchet to goodbye. And then take your panchet off the board. You've closed the board. If spirits say yes, that they want to end the session, they will go to yes. And spirit will actually go to the goodbye and off the board. Once you've finished with that board, it's important to take your censer and cleanse the board again and cleanse your panchet. This makes sure that nothing else remains on that board. Another thing to bear in mind with your boards, never place your panchet back on the board and leave the board and the panchet together. Doing that, if there is any chance that something is still lingering, spirit can enter that board and move the panchet and bring all sorts of things into your home that you don't want. So I always keep my panchet in a separate place from my board. That way, when the board has ended, it is ended. There is nothing that spirit can use to access that board or reopen the portal. That is the safest way to use a board. If in doubt, and you still feel unsure about using a spirit board or a Ouija board, use a board or a Ouija board with somebody like myself that knows exactly what they're doing and can open and close the board with you. So if you're doing the board with other people, the person that's leading, i.e. if it was with me, it'd be myself, right? So you go to the person that leads must be the one that's experienced with using the board. So the person that leads will put their 2 fingers on the panchet. Everyone else that is joining in, I'm just going to put this board down. Everyone else that joins in will also place 1 or 2 fingers on the panchet. Once everyone has placed all fingers lightly on the panchet, the leader will put the panchet round the panchet in the circle clockwise position and open the board. At the end of the session, the leader will also close the board. I hope that makes sense. Hello. So I hope that has sort of answered any questions about spirit boards. As I said, spirit boards can be as safe or as dangerous or as unsafe as a person using it. You wouldn't jump in a car if you've never had driving lessons and take off on the main road, would you? Because you're putting this, you're putting yourself and others in danger. It's the same with the spirit board. You wouldn't use a spirit board without properly knowing how to use it. Hello, Patricia. Yep, you can walk around with a sage stick in your hand as well. Sometimes I do that. I have an abalone shell and I have my sage stick in my hand. But I have the sage stick above the abalone shell because sometimes little bits fall off and you don't want little bits to fall off onto your carpet or your floor and then set your house alight. So always have something, if you're carrying your sage stick in your hand, always make sure you have something underneath it so that if parts of that sage that are alight fall off, it falls off into the abalone shell. Or you can, if you've got a censer like this, you can hold a little bit of sage, or you can put the sage in the censer with a lid on it and just carry the censer around, because all the lit part of the sage is in the censer. So I hope that helps. Yep, a bowl's perfect. A bowl's absolutely perfect. You can use a bowl or an abalone shell. If I go into the woods or I'm out in the garden and I want to sage, I use an abalone shell. One, it's bigger, and two, it's light enough and small enough to put in my pocket if I'm going into the woods or into the garden. I'm not carrying a heavy bowl or anything with me. I can take my abalone shell anywhere I want. If I'm going to the seaside, I sometimes take my abalone shell and I'll just light a bit of sage and just do some meditation on the beach or in the woods. Oh, fantastic. That sounds amazing. I'd love to go to a medieval festival. There's more medieval festivals down south than there is up here in Scotland. But the year that COVID broke out, we were actually going to go down south to a medieval festival, and it was actually a medieval town. But COVID hit and we had to cancel that holiday. I was absolutely gutted, but we will go back. Do you know, have you ever heard of a band called Blackmore's Night? I absolutely adore them because they play in medieval clothing. And I love, I keep saying to my partner, I'm actually going to be investing in medieval dresses and stuff because I guess my past life was medieval, and I've always been drawn to the medieval era, if that makes sense. So I've always been drawn to like long flowing dresses, etc. And often, if I go into the woods and I do meditation, it's always medieval times, and I absolutely love that era. I think there's a company online called Holy Clothing, and they do some absolutely amazing medieval stuff. They're quite expensive to buy, but well worth it. But yeah, I love Blackmore's Night. They're a pagan band, but they wear, Candice Knight wears the medieval clothes, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that would be my heaven. Oh, definitely look up Blackmore's Night. The lead guitarist in there is Richie Blackmore, and he used to have a band called Rainbow back in the day. And then he met up with his now wife, Candice Knight, and they now have a band called Blackmore's Night. Their music, it just draws me. I know the Medieval Babes. I do like the Medieval Babes as well, but Blackmore's Night, there is just something that draws me with their music as well. Absolutely love that. I also like bands like Evanescence and Within Temptation, all of that. Absolutely love it. Yeah, you'll find them. I've got a Blackmore's Nights playlist on my YouTube channel. If you go to my website, which is on my um, bio here on TikTok, and you go to Lady Moonlights on YouTube, and in my playlist, I've got a Blackmore's Nights playlist with all their songs. They are amazing. You'll feel if you like medieval stuff, you'll instantly be drawn to Blackmore's Nights. They're one of my favourite bands. I usually sing some songs on my TikTok, so I might do a few Blackmore Night ones. Because there's just something about Blackmore's Nights that drew me. It was my current partner that I'm with just now that introduced me to Blackmore's Nights, and I just absolutely adore them. I just think Candice Knight she's just amazing at what she does. She's a brilliant songwriter, and Richie Blackmore plays a mean guitar. They were actually, there's an old witchy shop, pagan shop, that I get all my witchy supplies from Edinburgh, which is just kind of half an hour's bus journey from where we are. And I was talking to the owner of the shop, and we were talking about different bands, and I mentioned Blackmore's Nights, and he actually told me that Candice Knight and Richie Blackmore walked into the shop, and every time they're in Edinburgh, they come into the Weird Shop, which is WEIRD. They come into the Weird Shop in Edinburgh all the time. And he says Candice Knight is absolutely beautiful, and she's wonderful to talk to. She is just so welcoming. There's just something about her. We're hoping she comes up to Dunfermline at some point so that we can actually go and see them live. But we are, both me and my partner absolutely adore them. They're a great band. One of my partners, who is also on YouTube, makes up amazing playlists. And I've got one of his playlists on my Lady Moonlight channel, and it's called Haunting Songs. And the Haunting Songs playlist is a mixture of like Evanescence. They've got a little bit of Blackbriar there. They've got Blackmore's Nights and some other amazing, hauntingly beautiful bands that play beautiful medieval and pagan songs. I just love his playlist. That's one of his talents, is taking different pieces of music and making playlists. He's got a playlist of the best of Top of the Pops, which is from, I think, 1960s right through to the 1980s. And there's like over 3,000 songs on each playlist. It's amazing. I could sit and listen to all these playlists. So I have all my partner's playlists on there, and he's always updating them. Malcolm Beveridge, or Malcolm Free Spirit Beveridge, I think he's known as on YouTube. But he's also on TikTok. I've just managed to get him on TikTok, so please feel free to give him a follow. His name here is Free Spirit Moon. So just type search at Free Spirit Moon, and that's my partner. That's my soulmate. We actually had doing this past life meditation that we've done tonight. When I first met my current partner, he saved me from abuse. I lived 30 years through abuse until I met my current partner. And if it hadn't been for my current partner, I wouldn't be here today. Because I had not long told my ex-abuser that I was leaving him. And the night before I left him, he tried to take my life. Thankfully, he failed. But my current partner, took me away from all of that. And I have him to thank for all of that. And he allows me just to be myself now. And he's a wonderful guy. Well worth a follow. He's a great musician as well. He plays the keyboards. I play keyboards, but he plays it far better than me. Yeah, I like Epica. I do like Epica. Any bands like that, I do like. All the types of music that I like are actually on my playlist, the Haunting Songs playlist, because my partner combined songs that I like and songs that he liked. The Haunting Songs that we both like are all on the Hauntings playlist on my YouTube channel. Thank you for the rose, Michelle. Hello, Shell. Yep. So, music is a huge part of my life. I was actually playing my harmonium today, so I haven't played that in a while, and I was drawn to play the harmonium. So I'm gonna record a few songs on the harmonium tomorrow on my TikTok. It's a beautiful old medieval instruments. It originated in India, but it's great for pagan music as well. Has a beautiful sound to it. Hi, Colette. So I hope everyone enjoyed the meditation tonight. And it's great that people got so much out of it. This video will be shared to my YouTube channel tomorrow. The reason I'm saying tomorrow is because when I end the live, it takes TikTok at least 12 hours before it can allow me to download the video. It must just look through the video to make sure it's downloadable and there's not anything that shouldn't be shared, kind of thing. So usually when I do a live, I post the live the next day. So it will be in my Lady Moonlight. I'm going to also post it in my Mystic Witch YouTube channel as well, so that it's in both. But it will be in my meditation playlists. And it means that anyone can go and do the past life meditation again just by playing it on my YouTube channel. The links to both my YouTube channels are on my website, which is on my link bio here on TikTok. Oh, you're welcome, Debbie. Now, tomorrow night, it's back to readings night. So, again, there'll be card of the day tomorrow night with a random pick of 7 viewers who will receive a reading. For anyone that has missed out on any of my live readings, please remember there is a readings list on my TikTok bio page. It's the second pinned post and it's entitled Readings List. Simply ask for a card. I will then let you know that you're on my readings list. This is my current readings list. I have done 3 readings today just before this live, and after this live I will be doing a couple more just to get these names down on the list. But as soon as you ask for a card and I comment that you're on my list, rest assured you're on my hard copy list. What I then do is every day I go through my list and I record a reading for each name on the list on my profile, and I tag your name in that reading. Oh, you're welcome, Pixie. Patricia, that's fine if you've missed the meditation, honey, because it's going to be saved onto my YouTube channel. You'll be able to access it from tomorrow because I'll be putting it on my YouTube channel tomorrow. So it doesn't matter if you've missed it. It's also going to be posted on my Facebook page, The Spiritual World of the Mystic Witch. Again, my Facebook page is on my website, on my bio here on TikTok. Yep, you'll get it on YouTube. Every Sunday evening is going to be a meditation evening. So next Sunday's meditation will be to meet your spirit guide. So I'll be taking you on a guided meditation to meet your very own spirit guide. Not my spirit guide, your spirit guide. So I hope you can join me next Sunday for another meditation evening. Oh, definitely. And Carrie, I hope you can join us next Sunday as well. I'm absolutely delighted that the people that took part in tonight's meditation got so much out of it. And I hope that the techniques that I showed you on how to get the best start to your meditation actually help you. Not everybody that does a guided meditation will lead you into how to get the best out of your meditation, i.e. how to breathe properly, how to tense the body, then relax it in preparation for the meditation. But I like to, no matter what meditation that I do, I always start the meditation with the breathing techniques and how to relax and how to tense the body, relax it, and then how to go into a breathing pattern that will give you the best out of your meditation. No problem. I'm not sure what topics I'm doing next week anyway, because all my topics change. So I don't know what night I'm doing a pamper night yet. It might be a makeup night instead of a pamper night. But I will always let you know when I'm live what the following night's live is going to be. Isn't it great? Do you know, the past life meditation is absolutely, that I do, is absolutely mind-blowing. That it takes you back in time to real places, real people and real events. It's mind-blowing. Anybody that's missed tonight's meditation, definitely do it again on my YouTube channel when I upload it tomorrow. And the thing is, sometimes when you do it a second time, it takes you to a completely different place. So you might visit different places, different times, each time that you do this meditation. It is mind-blowing. It's a very powerful meditation. Fantastic. I love that, Carrie. Yeah, yeah, the meditation will be called Past Life. That's the name of the meditation. I will put it, I'm actually going to call it Past Life Regression because that's exactly what it is. It takes you back in time to your past life. So when it's posted tomorrow, the title that you're looking for is the TikTok guided past life regression meditation. That will be the title of it. Yes, we are one big happy family. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to do a couple more readings before on my profile before I finish for the night. So just because I want to get my readings list down a little bit, because every time I go live, I find that there's 5 or 6 more names on my readings list, which is fantastic. I'm so glad that everybody is enjoying their personal readings on my profile. They're always on my profile for anybody to sort of read or to look at. So I'm gonna say goodnight to you all. Thank you all for spending time with me. Thank you for all for your feedbacks on this meditation. I can't wait till next Sunday's meditation. And I will see you tomorrow night, by which time this live will be on my YouTube channels. So have a great evening, everyone. Thank you again to Pixie and to Debbie for keeping the chat going. Thank you to everyone who's joined me. Thank you to everyone who shared this live, for your likes, for your gifts, just for being part of my life. You are all absolutely amazing. I have made some absolutely amazing friends here on TikTok. And I just love it. This is my home now. I've got my slippers here. This, I've been doing lives on Instagram and, well, not so much live, but posts on Instagram and Facebook for years. But they're kind of dying out now, so most of my time's on here. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow night for another readings night. Till then, love and bright blessings from myself, the Mystic Witch. Have a great night, everyone. Love, light and blessings. And you too. Sleep well, everyone. Thank you, Patricia. Ashley, thank you so much for the roses. Mwah. Love you all. See you all tomorrow.